All right, welcome back to a Day Miami podcast. Ed, I haven't seen that STL sweater in a while. I like it.
Yeah, because fucking got Manny right now that he put a box over the AC where he's.
It is pretty cold in here.
We can't, so it's pretty cold.
It's pretty cold. It's raining outside.
Outside,
By the way, this is Juan Alviz. Say what's up, Juan.
What's up, guys? What up? What up?
At our event.
He follows me around with his couture cans.
Cultor.
Always got to keep Kiko.
Is it Cultor or Couture?
Cultor.
Cultor Mexican tequila.
Yeah. We me and Juan partnered up. You were there a couple months ago, and when I tried this product and this can, bro, it's strong, huh? It's not a seltzer or any day poured shit. It's a real deal cocktail, right?
Yeah, we keep it non-carbonated, so we make sure that it's a still drink. 12.5% alcohol, like you said, strong.
It should say pure gas on the can. Ed?
Strong.
Yeah.
It's all pure gas.
I remember me and Ed first trying it. We're like, bro, this is not only flavorful, this is strong as fuck.
Yeah. You could definitely. I mean, you could taste the alcohol in it, which is a good thing. You want to drink something that you're just not really tasting anything in it.
Yeah. Before we started the podcast, we were talking baseball, and I know. What?
Present yourself, bro. People don't know who you are.
All right, so I'm Juan Alviz. I own Cultor Tequila Cocktails. Yes. Like Kiko said, we partnered up a while back, and after they tried the drink, it was kind of love at first sight for Kiko.
Yeah.
Or at second sight or third sight, it doesn't matter.
And how was this product developed? It was developed in Miami, or give me the backstory about Cultor.
So I'll give you the backstory. Back in 2021, I had just graduated college. Was kind of going back and forth on what I wanted to do. Kiko mentioned baseball.
That's why I brought it up. You brought it.
I was into sports and sports administration and sports management. Besides playing in college, and kind of came up with a couple opportunities where tequila was involved, and I started a deep dive into the distillery and into the process of tequila, and just going to Jalisco and Mexico and really developing a relationship over there with a couple of the master distillers. And then the opportunity came up to, hey, let's do something new. Let's create something that hasn't been done, or that if it has been done, hasn't been done the right way, in our opinion, of course. And that's how Cultor came up. I partnered up with Sean O'Neill, who was a top 5 bartender at the time, working out of Sweet Liberty, a bar in Miami Beach.
Legendary spot.
Yeah, very, very prominent spot.
Is it still open or no?
I think, it still should be running.
John passed away.
Yeah, John passed away, which was actually Shauna's mentor throughout all of her mixology career.
Yeah.
And, once he passed away, she overtook kind of the bar management role, which kind of goes into a little more of like the Cultor post-release and her expertise. But partnered up with her, gave her the creative freedom to develop 4 flavors or create 4 flavors that she ended up trying out at the bar for 3-4 months, just on the menu, kind of carrying it out, seeing if people liked them, didn't like them, what was prominent in the flavor, what, if it was too spicy, too little, things like that. And, after we got those flavors, that was like formulation and just commercializing the product itself.
And why tequila? Is it tequila something that you like playing? And being college life, is that was something you drank, or just because knowing her?
So funny enough, I have a couple allergies, and one of them is
one of them is the weirdest one.
Yeah. So
go ahead, tell them.
I'm allergic to potato, and that one. Well, chicken is another one, but that one's tough. But I'm allergic to potato.
Like Frenchie and shit, dog.
But imagine being allergic to chicken, bro.
Frenchie is like allergic to like chicken and stuff like that.
That's a dog.
It saved my life.
But when did you find out?
Finding out those allergies senior year of high school, it saved my life. I lost like 45 pounds in 2 months. It was crazy.
Really? So you were just but wait. So then you were eating chicken when you were little?
Yeah, I mean, I ate chicken till
I changed
junior year of. I mean, literally cold turkey. Just no more chicken, no more potato, and the other things.
And how did you find out? You were obviously
allergy test. I was actually funny enough going through physicals for our high school, and after conversations with like the head coach at the school in Columbus, and they were like, hey, we'd like for you to lose a couple pounds and be able to pitch here. And I was like, yeah.
I can't imagine you fat though.
I'll do whatever it takes. And then I went to do this allergy test, and the pounds just started going.
That's crazy.
Like naturally, it was like they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like,
"Yeah, because now you do CrossFit and shit and a bunch."
Yeah, I mean, now I maintain myself.
So you were eating. So the allergies has told you were allergic to chicken. Eating didn't really do nothing to you.
Well, I mean, it was more so like stomach stuff. It's it's kind of like lactose intolerance, but like lactose intolerance will end up getting you like a bad trip to the bathroom or even like
other things,
stuff like that. But this would just bloat me. I mean, it was so normal. Like chicken was and potato was such a, you're in a Hispanic household. It's
Of course.
pollo con papa, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what you eat. It's like rice and chicken was what you ate every day. And
Now you're palomilla guy.
oh no, now it's all steak,
Now it's all
fish.
steak.
So wait, so you would eat chicken and then you'd probably feel sick and stuff like that, but you never.
Yeah, but it was like a normal to
associated
me. Yeah, it was normal. And once after I stopped, I was like, yo,
That's crazy.
That was not normal.
Do you have any allergies?
I've never done an allergy test in my life.
Have you ever been like?
I always, I mean, the most important ones are like the ones that definitely go like close your
throat.
throat and stuff, which is like shellfish for me.
Yep.
So those
Shellfish too.
Yeah, those are the ones that like I actually, obviously have to stay away if I have an EpiPen, which I barely ever carry, but I'm very cautious with that. So those are the ones, but like
Bro,
you
feel
never,
so
you
threatened.
never.
Like you're just one bite away from dying. Like
It's scary.
Yeah.
We laugh about it.
you gotta fucking
Yeah.
that on you.
Yeah. I actually have to go get.
But you're not allergic to tequila.
No, so that actually goes back to this. So a lot of like other products, whether that's whiskey or vodka, they're made with potato or
Right, of course.
corn, maize
Right.
products and stuff like that. So, I not only, after I found that out, but I would always resort back to tequila. And I was like, oh, tequila's a little cleaner. It's a better product. I know how they make it, which is
Right.
important for me. And then that led into like, okay, where do we start this project and how do we get tequila into this can and like make sure that it's proper tequila and like it's no additives, it's real and stuff like that. And that's, that was also Shauna's side. She's always been like expert level in tequila, and it kind of connected in that
So
sense.
it have to be good ingredients because your life depends on it.
Yeah, like no high fructose corn syrups in here, no like red 40, none of that stuff. And obviously the tequila is 100% blue Weber agave, and you could tell, the next day after.
But wait, is this one of those things that we can pour on our hand?
Not necessarily, because this has
Everybody's doing that trick now. After
Yeah.
what happened to
there's Casamigos, Don Julio, and the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
It's all additives, and if you that's one way. So,
So
for
wait,
people to know,
exactly. So for people who
Yeah,
don't
clarity,
know,
clarity.
there is now a test that you can do.
there's various tests.
Tell us about those.
That's
Yeah,
the
tell us
easiest
some.
one.
Go.
Is so you put some tequila in your hands, and you'll rub it, and if your hands end up like sticky, that means it has additives, whether that's like vanilla color or actual additives, or it's just not 100% blue Weber agave. Like the product itself, sealed in the bottle, is not 100% blue Weber agave. Like that's the only thing they use besides diluting it with water to get it to the alcohol percentage. But that's like the most important one. And then if you smell it, like that also gives you, if you smell like that alcohol smell, that's where you're good.
You're good. So if you smell not alcohol, then
Yeah. Then like if you start
additives.
smelling, it's the additives.
and that happened to who? A lot of these. I mean,
So I mean, it's happened a lot. Like there's, especially in Mexico, and you can tell because they don't drink these products in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like that's just export for them, and it's business. But like the Don Julios and the Casamigos, they're in a lawsuit right now because of that. Like they ended up lying to the consumer of like, what are you drinking? And it could be 30% agave.
oh, but they wouldn't put 100% agave in the
They
bottle.
do. That's
Oh,
the
they
problem.
did?
That's the problem. In the United States with the law,
Does it
you
say
have
it
to
here
follow
on
it.
this one?
It says 100% authentico for us because we cannot have like labeling unless it comes out of the bottle sealed from Mexico,
Got you.
which is also the problem. Like you'd have one of these bottles that comes sealed from the distillery and it says 100% blue Weber
I'm
agave,
gonna test it.
but it's not. And how are you going to test that?
Yeah.
Like, are you going to go to a bar and they already have the
do you-
mixers?
Do you think Casamigos and these guys were like hustled by the distillers or no?
No, I mean, I think it was more the consumer. The consumer is always the one that's going to end up biting you.
No,
Like-
but you think the distillers were saying, "Oh yeah, it's 100%." They're like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Well, no, what happens is like with the CRT, which is El Consejo del Tequila over there, which is like their government, and that's who we had. We waited 8 months to get our tequila approved over there.
they gotta
You have to approve everything, and in over there, if you get like a reposado, which comes from the barrels, that gets sealed by a rep from the CRT. Like they know exactly what that product's going in there, but like big corporations have enough money and lawyers to kind of work their way around anything essentially, and they were basically the ones running the CRT.
No
So it was
way.
let it through, and like
Tequila mob.
the thing is, no, I mean the thing too is you
money involved.
you think on both sides, like especially for Mexico, that's money, and it's a lot of money.
a lot of it.
But it always goes back into what are you doing? Are you going to maintain yourself in the right direction, or is it just a P&L that you're going to go all the way up?
The hustle cards fall and the CRT's heated and stuff like that, or nothing's wrong.
So the CRT, I don't know if they're heated, but they're going back to their, oh no, yes, we have to regulate, we have to do all these things because you're dealing with the American government now. You're dealing with class action lawsuits.
But
Like,
n-
it's,
but-
it's
but-
the consumer that ended up suing. You know.
But you made a good point, man. If they ain't drinking it in Mexico, then it's not 100%.
No, well, I mean, what they drink it straight out of the barrel, probably like
A lot of the products.
unfiltered, like straight.
No, and a lot of the products you don't see here.
Yeah,
They
way too
keep
strong
them in
for
Mexico.
way too
Like, a
strong
lot
for
of-
American consumer anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a question. You obviously said Mexico and all that stuff. Have the tariffs affected you in any way with all this Trump stuff?
So not necessarily have they affected us. We won't know. Maybe with the juices and the ingredients on the other end, tequila is usually pretty protected.
Yeah.
Most of the tariffs that they're trying to implement are like Chinese products being brought into Mexico and then remanufactured or
Right.
manufactured and then brought into the U.S. So I think actually from Trump's first term, when they signed that deal with the North American deal, tequila was like the homegrown Mexican products were protected. So unless he goes back on his own word,
They got to let tequila come in.
Yeah.
yeah,
Keep the
I
price
mean,
going.
yeah, it's a pretty
I
big
mean,
business.
it's that, and people would feel it immediately.
Yeah, no, people definitely feel it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a consumer price to
Correct.
pay. You know,
Talking about consumer prices, and I know we also, try to hustle and put this product in other places. How do you see the consumer? Are they buying? Are people not buying?
Yeah.
Is there money? I mean, we deal with restaurants and bars. Can you elaborate on it? How tough is that in comparison to like maybe stores and where you're located as well?
Yeah, I mean, so in alcohol, there's always two markets. It's like the off-premise market, which is liquor stores, and anything that goes directly to the consumer, and then the on-premise, which would be restaurants, a hotel, or a bar.
Yeah.
In off-premise, we've done very well. Secured a couple of partnerships with like the bigger regional liquor stores, whether it's a Big Daddy's or a Total Wine or places like that, which is where you can find the product for the most part and the best price. We do well there because at the end of the day, like the consumer ends up having to buy a can or a 4-pack, and they don't have to buy like the passion fruit juice, the tahini,
No, it's
the
perfect. It's
chili,
ready to go. Yeah.
the lime juice. I'm already at 6 product. The tequila itself that you have to buy, and then of course anything else that you want to add to the product when it just comes in a can and it's ready to go. So that makes the at-home consumer feel like this is a lot easier. And then in terms of like restaurants and bars, it's really the understanding of the bar and the restaurant. You can generate this into a P&L and make a lot of money, which is kind of what we try to implement to them. But at the end of the day, it's like, how are you going to educate any bar and restaurant that this could benefit them?
Yeah.
And that a consumer, they like to see the stuff being poured out and shaken and everything. But at the end of the day, like, it's what the product has, because all these mixers, they can have the high fructose corn syrups and all these things. And if
totally.
you saw the show, but
Did you
really get it?
Do you recommend it on ice or chilled and then poured straight?
I always recommend it on ice. It's the best way. It's the best way to get all the flavors. It's the best way to give it more longevity. Whether you're on a boat,
right? It's just,
whether you're on the boat or you're in your house or things like that, you want to make it feel like a cocktail. So we'd even recommend like different cups for that or glasses if you really like want to get exotic in a sense.
Yeah.
You're having a date night and you don't want to have
I want to bring these.
you don't
want
to bring out all these things out. You just crack it open, serve it over ice,
Yeah, it's very easy.
and now your day has a nice drink. But yeah, definitely over ice. Out of the can, it's literally just going to be stronger, but you're going to get all the flavors.
And how has the market responded to the can? I know we've had our struggles.
Yeah.
Push it, but
Well, when we try to push it, it just, like I said, the market has to adapt. I think we're in early stage of what the consumer really wants, and right now the consumer in alcohol is going down a little because you see like not only what happened in the tequila industry, but you see the consumer want cleaner products. And you see the consumer really care, when we do any of these events, whether that's, I'm with you guys or we did one at Lifetime or we did anything, generally it's like top 3 questions, is there additives? Is there added sugars? And what's the calorie count?
getting people's
Okay.
trust back is what it is.
Yeah. So it's, and at the end of the day with alcohol, the thing with trust is like, if you feel good, like there's really no other way to measure any alcohol consumption unless the person felt bad the next day. And, you take the risk on if a person ends up feeling bad because of a mix or something.
I feel Ed's going to be doing that test at home with the tequila.
You have to.
I'm
Now you
not
know.
really that Well, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm not really that big of a drinker, but
Yeah.
I'd be
And it's
lying to
okay.
myself.
Beginning until you
It's
warm
a-
them up, until you get them warmed up.
It's okay. Like that's another thing in the alcohol space.
Once I'm warmed up, I fired all cylinders.
And in the tequila space, that like
He's the only
it's okay. It's okay to be fine with additives if you know what you're drinking.
no,
Like if you want
keep the
that
additives
vanilla,
out.
if you want all that stuff,
I drink.
you
to
know,
get
respect.
Faded, bro. I drink to get faded and nothing else. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's good,
but
it doesn't taste good. You know.
but you're different. Your level of faded is and getting inspired for new deals.
Yeah.
Kiko, where are you? Where are you? Bro, I'm over here, bro. I've had like 10 drinks. Listen to this pitch. This is what I'm thinking,
But
bro, right?
it doesn't work.
It works. This is this pitch. We do
He's
this.
focused.
We send them emails and you come on. It's like, hey, are you having fun?
locked
Are you working? I'm not really sure. I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
All right, on that point, we've had a lot of Cultor
Yeah.
Tequila, a lot of our events. I personally think it's very flavorful. It
I
tastes
think
great.
it's great, bro.
It gets you really faded, man. Like 3 or 4, you're
very
out.
strong.
You know, like it's very strong. But for me, that's good because I
Yeah.
only want to drink 3 or 4. You don't get that bloatedness. You
Yeah.
know? And honestly, I haven't really had like a hangover the next day either. It feels clean to me at least.
Yeah.
But talk to people a little bit about the different flavors, right?
Yeah.
And then where is it available? Where can they get it? And what type of size and packaging do you guys offer?
yeah. So generally speaking, when you go to a liquor store, you'll get this packaging. They're all kind of specific. So you'll get it's one flavor.
Oh my God.
You'll get, for example, this one would be Soul. So this one would be our pineapple and ginger flavor, which is, like I said, that's another thing where Sean and I really connected with was simplicity. It's like, you don't want a person to read a label and start going, okay, so this has passion fruit juice. It's got, then 30 minutes later, you're like, oh, okay, and it has tequila. Like, no, we actually tried to stick to 3 or 4 ingredients or less. So this one would be coconut water and lime. It's literally real coconut water from Sri Lanka and lime juice that we also import. And then we have passion fruit chili, which is, like I said, it's real passion fruit juice, real chili.
My favorite.
And then
Yeah, me too.
grapefruit, cucumber, hibiscus, and lime, which is, like I said, already a mouthful that we weren't trying to get to. But this one's more of our like Mexican ode, just because it has like the hibiscus, which is really prominent in
Right.
a lot of the bars and a lot of the cocktail scene in Mexico. So we kind of wanted to respect, their cocktail scene as well. They have possibly, I think, I don't know what it is now, and they're going to get new rankings, but I think it must be like 6 or 7 top 50 bars in the world.
Oh, wow.
In City of Mexico and other
I'm
places.
planning a trip to go to Mexico City. I haven't got
Mexico City is
With
great.
Oaxaca, we gotta go.
Tell me
To.
it's beautiful, man.
So that's those are the 4 flavors. It was pineapple, ginger, coconut water, lime, passion fruit, chili, grapefruit, cucumber, hibiscus, and lime.
I love
You can
that.
find it at retailers. If you don't find it at a retailer, ask. It's very easy for
But
them
what are
to
the
get.
biggest retailers right now? Like if I'm
Big Daddy's is, the Flanagan's liquor store. We have 14 locations here in South Florida. They're all well stocked. Their level of order is basically every week, so
and
you'll always find. And then Total Wine.
Total Wine.
Total Wine. The good thing with Total Wine is if you don't see it, you can ask the manager. They'll have it the next day. So they're also very fast.
And the Lowell's here next door.
And then so in terms of like restaurants, bars,
Yeah, drop that list.
we'll see
where
it.
can we
So
get it?
we're starting to see events pop in here. Whether that's at Casa Tiki, where we're gonna have maybe host some karaoke nights over there. We'll have tacos and tattoos. They're always have in Kendall. That's a good spot. The Lowe's hotels, both of them have it. AC Marriott's, A Lofts. We have Four Seasons in Brickell. They'll have on a more national scale in a sense. We also have ACs in Atlanta and in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee, up Broadway, we have all 7 liquor stores. They're all called
Oh, nice.
yeah, they're all
remember
called, I
that.
believe it's Downtown Liquors or something like that. So you can look that one up, and they love the product.
And nothing with the improv?
The Improv has, so we actually just ran the Miami Un Chiste. They were using it. We're hoping to get back in there and have it on the menu.
It should be on the menu, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy for them. I think that, the bartending staff, from what I spoke to them about, they loved it. We even ended up giving them some like mini shakers for them to be able to size the
Where's
product.
that at right
properly.
now? You talking to Robbie still?
Yeah. We actually have to meet up and
So we're talking about cutting deals right now. That's-
yeah.
Everything's
There's nothing more raw than this podcast.
I love the
Very
design
authentic
too
here.
about the little skull. I think it's dope. I thought passion fruit was my favorite and the biggest seller, and then we had the grill off at Lifetime, and Coco was the star. of the
Coco
show.
was the star of the
You know
show.
what's crazy? In other places I've gone, people don't like cocoa. They like the passion.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
It
saying.
always
It's
happens.
just
It always
everyone
happens.
has their own.
And I'm always pretty transparent with people.
Yeah.
Like that's always the second question I'll get from a food and beverage person or something. What's your favorite? I can tell you my favorite. It's not going to affect your
What's your
sales.
favorite?
I always like passion fruit chili.
Yeah,
I do like coconut water. When I go golfing or when I'm out on an event, I feel like coconut water is the cleanest one to always go.
That was another question I had for you. Give me the perfect scenario, because it's literally, guys, it's a cocktail in a can.
Two cocktails.
Yeah, there's 2 cocktails.
12.5 alcohol
Yeah.
percent in here. So perfect scenarios to use it at.
I'll give you a perfect scenario. It's a hot day, or any day in whether that's summer or fall. Here in Miami, it's hot year round, but that perfect day where you're just trying to crack open a drink and you don't need mixers, crack it open, serve it over ice. There you go.
Beach days is perfect.
Beach days, both days.
Cold, but be careful on beach day, because if you have 3 cans,
Yeah.
and try to get up on beach day, you might need
So
water.
beach
Yeah.
is good.
The good thing with that though is it's a 4-pack. So you have all you need right here.
I'm a giant. The drinks are strong.
Yeah, they
as
do,
fuck.
man. They do. They're good. I'm
Yeah.
yeah. Try them out. That's it.
It's
You have all you need in a 4-pack, and think of the space.
Both
You don't need a big
days are
cooler.
good. Both days
Yeah.
are good.
Both days are killer. I mean, it's awesome.
Going out golfing is great.
You have to think about this too. It's not carbonated. So
That's why.
usually when you'll go out to these places, and I always have fun with people with this, is because they'll tell you, oh, I like seltzers because I don't like beer. That was also one of my intentions of creating the product. It was like, hey, I shy away from beer. What can I drink? And all the seltzers were still malt based, so they're all carbonated, and they're using the same thing. And that's the calorie count is like the big pitch for them.
Which is
It's like 95 calories.
calorie.
Okay, good. 95 calories. You're at 4.5%. You just drank 15. Because
I had to drink 15 of those to get faded. Yes.
Yeah.
or you just drank 10. Now you're at 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
So what did the calorie count really matter? If you were already, you had to drink 10, 11, 12.
Straight to the vein.
This goes 150 per serving.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
not
One is one serving or
Two.
There's 2 servings.
2 servings.
300
Yeah.
calories.
300 calories.
There's 2
Yeah.
drinks in that, so.
Bro, this you 3 or 4.
And generally speaking, you'll go to a bar, and if you do ask, you could ask the bartenders, like, oh, what's the calorie count on this margarita? They'll tell you it's like 330, because, you're using juice. And funny enough, our healthiest one is also the highest calories, which is coconut water and lime. Coconut water just tends to have a little more sugar.
It's good sugars.
Yeah, it's all natural. Like, they don't have added anything.
Question, Juan. We've visited a couple spots. We've had luck, bad luck sometimes. What kind of restaurants and bars would you really want to see this product?
I want to see it at volume places where everyone benefits.
If you had any spot, maybe
We
like
talk
2 or 3
about
restaurant,
so
bar.
we're currently working with Dirty Rabbit, for example. That's a pretty high volume place. They have a different bar that's called La Sala de Despecho, which is like a lot of shots and a lot of different things, and it's quick. So those places, like, they'll lean towards, I don't want to say the White Claws or things, but they'll lean towards the seltzers, and I think they should lean towards this, because now you're giving a consumer a cocktail and you're working less as a bartender.
So we should call Dirty
places
Rabbit.
like that. No, I'm already in contact.
Already
with
on?
them.
Well, which one else?
So just any of those kind of bars, a lounge style. We've had places use us during their happy hour. Like we had Le Chic once, which is pretty not high end, but they're a cocktail driven, or they'll have good menus.
Right?
Yeah. They were using it as a cocktail for their happy hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Give me one now that's popping.
Let's
That you want in, brother. Now's the time.
But, I mean, we talked to Emmy and these guys, but that wasn't really.
Emmy.
It could work. We just have to make sure that the staff is properly trained and that they know how much money they can possibly make.
Yeah, they have their
And
mojo there.
You understand.
Yeah, would this work in a nice high-end restaurant like a Maple and Ash or a
It could
Casatana
if their focus isn't a tequila cocktail, it's perfect, because now you have a tequila cocktail and it's sealed, so you're not gonna lose weight. Like, you're not gonna waste a pre-batch.
properly chilled in a nice glass. It'll
You
work.
chill it, you crack it open. The person never sees the can, and now you have an easy cocktail. Bartender took 30 seconds to make it. And
What about clubs like Komodo Lounge, Live?
clubs could work? We
Kiki's
haven't.
on the rib.
Yeah, like we haven't thought of the lives per se. Just because
This would be great, Ed, right? For like a bucket.
but it
Like
could,
5
yeah.
cans.
Bro, I think this is awesome.
Isn't
Like,
that, wouldn't that be amazing?
And I
it's
think
not even
it
like we're
could-
trying to sell it or anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's really a good product, like, and it gets you faded. which
Yeah.
is, I know I keep going back
Just
to that,
number one for you.
but that's the number one thing for anyone.
if
bro.
he starts drinking.
talking about.
You're gonna be. I mean,
But I think hotels too. Hotels are a big market for us.
so poolside.
They never have. They'll never have like your.
cocktail, typical,
Cocktail,
yeah,
yeah.
typical bartender there.
And then not only that, they'll always have like a little mini market, and in those mini markets, you always see the beer, the seltzer, and the wine. We've added
You
a
should be all
tequila.
over the beach then, man.
Yeah, we've added a tequila. The beach is a little slower for the summer months, but they've added tequila, and we're gonna start working with the beach again. Come like September, October for all of the October, November, December events they'll have, whether that's Basel or they'll have all the
Spanish
holidays.
Heritage Week that's coming up. We got to do something like that.
What day
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know, but I know it's coming up. All right, you ready for the rest? You ready for my question?
Let's do it.
All right, and my favorite question presented by Toast, the best service for all restaurants and bars. What is Juan, the Cultor owner's top 3 restaurants in Miami that you go to?
Starting from number 3.
Number 3 first.
Oh, so we have to have an order here.
Yes, save the best for last.
All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, this is pretty tough. So
This
I
is the
have
toughest
I have
question,
Schwede is in like Pinecrest area.
Mm-hmm.
It's in this shopping center that has like a million options of food.
Mm-hmm.
That one's my go-to. Like,
Wow.
Arabic.
You know what that is? That's across from Dayland.
Yeah, right across. That one's really good.
They call it the...
I don't know if that's Dayland Square, Dayland Shopping Center.
Yeah, where all the restaurants are. So
Yeah.
tell me about Shaddai.
Oh, their food is amazing. Actually, not like popping it in there, but so the owner or the chef, actually, but I think the owner used to own a place called Arabian Nights in Doral, where Boca's is
I remember.
now. And we had
Mediterranean,
like,
obviously.
we had like my first communion stuff done there, like dinners there, and it was like random. Then they closed it up, and then he opened up over there, and we organically found out. Like we showed up one day, and it was like, wait a
You
second,
love it.
I know you, and then
Good hummus, good pizzas.
yeah, good everything. Anything you order there is good. Like
All right. Number 2.
then I'll have to go with. So this one's like corner, like mom pop. I think it might be grandma, like grandson. It's called Ranchito Mi Peru. Yeah, Ranchito Mi Peru
Drop me some
Cuatro.
gems.
And this one, bro, this is literally you walk in there, and so my fiance's Peruvian, and you have to have.
Where is it?
It's right behind. It's also like by that Dayland area, and it's right behind. There's like a church there.
That's fine.
You go on 88th and that Don Pang on 88th off Palmetto, and then you turn in there that street. I don't know what street that is, but right there,
Ranchito de Peru.
Ranchito Mi Peru Cuatro.
De mi Peru Cuatro.
Yeah.
So I have 4 of them. Man.
Well, no, they don't have 4. That's the funny.
That's just the name.
The other ones are like
They make that's
the-
good branding.
Yeah.
Make it seem like they got.
Well, the other one, there's like a 2, and it's like
Heyday
somewhere else.
6. I don't know what they call it.
All right, Juan, and,
The third.
and your number 1 go-to
Oh,
spot for you?
I gotta think about this one. I gotta think. You know what? I really like Graciano's.
Oh wow, you're not the first one to.
I really like Graciano's. Their
Where-
steak.
location?
Yeah.
No, Coral Gables, right
Coral
here.
Gables,
One
it's
Coral
like
Gables.
this. Yeah.
I mean, I'll always do their empanadas.
Yeah.
When at the
The
market.
office here.
They are.
Yeah.
They are a legendary
But
spot.
their steak and everything, the service is always really good
What
there.
about getting Couture Graciano?
It's a little bit.
Maybe.
Got a little more expensive.
It has gotten
No, but
expensive.
that's everything.
It
I
has
I went
gotten
to the
expensive.
Bird Road one, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's
They
the one
have
that
a
also has a
nice-
market.
They have a nice bar at the Bird Road one that they've
Yeah.
been there for a bit now. But right there next to Burn Bowl to the right hand side.
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah.
Maybe we can get Couture with it.
Maybe. Even at Bird Bowl could be a good idea for the
Bird
product.
Bowl would be perfect for this. I don't know.
Yeah, lower end.
Bird
service
Bowl,
would be-
DM me, please.
Yeah.
That's not
You
a
know-
bad idea.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, the bowling
That's
alleys.
exactly what they want.
Yeah. And then we're also trying to work on like activations with the sports socials and stuff like that
Yeah.
over there at Dolphin. They're gonna
They're
do
opening
it.
one in downtown Miami.
They're gonna do the Vivo in
They're doing one
next to
downtown-
Martin's Park. They're gonna do it now too.
Listen, we
No,
gotta-
but wait. But listen, they're opening a sports social in downtown Miami. now.
Oh yeah, that's the one in World Center.
Yeah, in the World Center. One
Yeah.
Video tonight, at a restaurant that's open that's new. It's called 60 Vines. But I think you
right.
could also put this in Putchak.
Yeah. So Putchak is the same owner as Topgolf. I think they're pretty corporate. We can always try to get in there.
We'll reach out.
Yeah.
All right.
And even Topgolf can
I have a contact in Putchak. I was texting right now. Funny.
All
Putchak.
right, Tequila Man. Let everybody know where they can find you.
So they can find us. So Cultor, you'll find at Drink Cultor, drinkcultor.com if you want to look up where to get the product. Uber Eats, they have it. Just look up Cultor. And then my own is Juan Alviz.
They can DM Paige or me.
They can DM the page if
For
you
any
guys want to collaborate, if you want to, you're a restaurant owner, you're something, and you feel like this could work, or even if you think it could work, or you want to give it a shot,
Or
DM
even a
us.
taste.
Yeah, even if you want to just taste it, it's always good to sample and have some feedback as well. We're always looking to grow our feedback.
All right, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys.
Talk good stuff about tequila, guys. Couture, I drink it, Ed drinks it, and remember, he drinks it to get faded.
Yeah, it drinks it to get faded.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Juan.
Thank you guys.